Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a visual artist and voice coach from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and I am on day 11 of my 100-day creative vlog project. So every single day I would record and upload a video sharing what I've learned about the creative process, the artist journey, about pursuing your dreams, about following your passion, all these things that I like to share about. And I'm trying to figure out here, what is it that I really want to share with everyone. What is the underlying message or something. Okay, so that's what this whole project is really about. Plus, also challenging my own fears of being on camera and sharing authentically from my heart without a script. So none of these videos are scripted. None of these are prepared beforehand. It's really just do a little bit of voice warm up, hit record, and just talk basically. Because that's all I have time for a 100-day daily project. So if you have questions relating to the creative process, relating to the artist journey, or about pursuing your dreams and passion, feel free to ask them in the comments below these videos, or if you're shy, you can DM me on any one of my social media channels, which are listed in the write-up accompanying these videos. So yesterday I talked about discovering what is a worthy purpose to you, and I shared a quote by Helen Keller that true happiness is not attained through self-gratification but fidelity to a worthy purpose. And a worthy purpose is not something that the world decides that it's something that is worthy. Like, it's something, the what is worthy and what's worthwhile comes back down to your personal choice, comes back down to what resonates with you. And what I wanted to share today is that sometimes, the thing that really matters to you and the thing that really resonates with you, well, first of all, it could change over time, right? So just because it's something you're passionate about right now doesn't mean that in 5 years' time it will be the same thing. But I will say though that whatever it is that's resonating with you now, if you fulfill it in some way, if you pursue it in some way, it will eventually, again, like following the inspiration, you pursue that thing that you are passionate and about, that you're feeling strongly for, that you see as something worthwhile, it will eventually lead to something else. And then you pursue that, and then it will lead to something else, and so on and so forth. And this is the case, even if you feel that you are completely alone in that journey. And what I wanted to share today is, for many, many years, not many people know this, but my dream for some time was to be a contemporary Christian songwriter, a contemporary Christian pop singer-songwriter. And this was a dream ever since I was 16, all the way until I was about 27, 28. So it's for a good 12 years that was my dream. And this was a dream that I had to pursue kind of pretty much on my own, in the sense that nobody else could understand what this dream was really about. Because contemporary Christian pop is a very specific genre of music that in Singapore, which is a multi-religious society, even people who are Christian and Catholic here in Singapore don't necessarily listen to contemporary Christian pop. So it's a very, very, very niche type of music here in Singapore. But for some reason, it resonated with me. The lyrics, the singers, and what they stand for and what they believe in, more than just the religious aspect of it. But the values that they represented, I really resonated with them, and so I really wanted to be like them. And so my dream was to be this contemporary Christian pop singer-songwriter, and the mission that I had in mind was that I wanted to bring people closer to God through music. Okay. I'm no longer religious as of 7 years ago, but that's a whole long story for another time. But basically, from that time, for those 12 years, that was my dream, and that was what I wanted to be. And everything that I did, was to hopefully get me closer to this dream someday. But it was a very long journey of really being alone in it, because I didn't really have friends who could resonate with the same kind of music. And I didn't exactly know how to share all this with people around me as well. And Yeah, and it was kind of hard, you know, being the only one who liked certain artists and everyone else was just like, you know, oh, I don't know who these people are. Yeah. It was easier when I finally went to Nashville. So this was in 2008. I went to Nashville, Tennessee, which is the home of, you know, country music and also contemporary Christian pop music. I went there to pursue a degree in music business and songwriting, and it was there that I found a community of people who were into the same kind of music, because in that part of America, in Nashville, it was more religious. Obviously, because that's the home of Christian music, right? So it was easier to find people who liked the same kind of music, and at that point in time, being surrounded by people who also had similar dreams of being singers and songwriters and, you know, working in the music business. Um, it was then it was then that I felt less alone in pursuing my dream of being a singer-songwriter. But of course, by then, you know, a different challenge had come up, which I will share another time. But I guess what I'm saying today is that, you know, whatever that worthwhile purpose is to you, whatever it is that resonates with you, don't lose don't lose heart about it just because nobody else seems to get it. And I can assure you also nowadays with the internet, because back when I had that dream, the internet wasn't how it is now, right? This was like early 2000s, you know, late 90s, early 2000s. It wasn't like what it is now with social media and with, you know, all these different, like, it's so easy to get on forums about anything basically and to find your kind of people there. So what I'm saying is, you know, find ways to find these people if you feel that you're very alone in your journey. And a lot of times, honestly, you know, when it's something worthwhile to you, it's going to be very specific to you. So it might seem at this point in time that it's, you know, a very niche kind of area that you're interested in. And that's fine. You might find people who are also in this niche area, but then the more like for me, when I met other singer-songwriters, some of them who also like contemporary Christian pop, but they didn't like the same artists. They liked different artists, you know, or they didn't have that dream to be contemporary to be singer-songwriters in that industry. So what I'm saying is ultimately that worthwhile purpose is still very specific to you. So it's normal to feel like even in a niche group of interest that you are still alone. Because it is your journey at the end of the day, and we are all journeying on our own. We're all journeying in our own journeys, so we're kind of alone in that sense, but yet at the same time we're not alone because everyone else is on their own unique journey as well and pursuing whatever is worthwhile to them. At least that's my vision, and that's what I hope, that someday everyone in the world would be pursuing something worthwhile to them. So if you like this video and if you like my other videos so far, do subscribe to my channel on YouTube or like my Facebook page wherever you're watching this. And if you have questions, I look forward to reading them. And I will see you tomorrow.